Weekend Weird. That's a name I've not heard in a long time. A long time. I mean, it's not my fault that this last month has had the most Chris Chan news, and I know how my bread gets buttered, but now we can get back to your usually scheduled programming. Welcome to Weekend Weird. We are going to jump right into what is definitely the biggest story of the last month. Choco Tacos are gone for good, a victim of tough decisions. That's right, your childhood favorite ice cream from the 50-cent bin at elementary school cafeteria lunch is no longer being made. I personally have not had one probably since I was 11. Doesn't mean I'm not depressed about this news. This is Biden's America. So in late July, Klondike, the manufacturer of Choco Tacos, announced that they were discontinuing the product, citing pandemic-era challenges. This is their statement, their quote, about the fate, the doom of Choco Tacos. Over the past 2 years, we have experienced an unprecedented spike in demand across our portfolio, and have had to make very tough decisions to ensure availability of our full portfolio nationwide. But if you have to destroy your full portfolio to ensure your full portfolio, it just seems like you're not doing it right. A necessary but unfortunate part of this process is that we sometimes must discontinue products, even a beloved item like Choco Taco. Let's look into the history of the Choco Taco. Wikipedia says, Choco Taco was invented in Philadelphia in 1983 by Alan Drazen, Senior Vice President of the Jack and Jill Ice Cream Company. In 1998, Unilever introduced the Choco Taco to Italy under the name Winner Taco. Apparently, it was retired in Italy and Sweden in the year 2000, and then later brought back in 2014. So that means that there's hope. Are you telling me there's a chance? Choco Tacos were also sold at some Taco Bell restaurants. I would hope so. It just seems like a match made in Choco heaven. Klondike discontinued the Choco Taco in July 2022. According to the Associated Press fact check, Klondike discontinued the product due to a sharp increase in demand across its brands and to ensure the availability of the remainder of its products. The founder of Reddit, who runs the venture capital firm 776, tweeted at Unilever, who owns the Choco Taco, offering to buy the rights to the product. As of July 26, he says that he's been talking to them, but he doesn't have any news to share. Could the Choco Taco become the official food of Reddit? Well, if that happened, then it would probably be called the censored taco. Ha! Now we have an update to the story from August 5th. CNN Business reports, the Choco Taco is not quite dead yet. A few weeks ago, Klondike appalled the internet when it said the Choco Taco would be discontinued. This week, it reversed course, saying the beloved ice cream treat may be coming back, eventually. We've heard our fans and we're hoping to bring this favorite treat back to ice cream trucks in the coming years, Klondike tweeted at a despondent fan on Wednesday. The overwhelming support for Choco Taco has certainly made us reconsider our long-term plans, Klondike said in a statement emailed to CNN Business on Friday. The team is working on a plan to bring it back, though it may take some time. People in Sweden had to wait 14 years to get it back. Clearly, the moral of the story is that Twitter hate mobs work and can bully corporations into doing things that the population cares about. Speaking of bullying corporations, if you've been on the internet, which you currently are, then you know about the oof sound effect from Roblox. In fact, it's the sound that I use to censor curse words on my channel. Well, apparently they have to remove it from the game because they never owned the sound to begin with. RIP Roblox's famous oof sound, which has been removed. The sound's removal from the platform is due to a licensing issue. So apparently it was made by an outside source, a guy who makes music and other sound effects for video games. The guy's name is Talarico. The sound effect was originally made for the 2000 FPS Messiah. He originally came to an agreement with Roblox where anyone building a Roblox experience would have to pay $1 to be able to use the sound in their creation. But apparently they were not able to update their contract, and so now it's being removed from the game. I don't know if that means people are getting their money back if they actually spent it, but that's why digital goods don't reel. Good luck enforcing this on the wider internet or YouTube or memes, though. Unless they're going to start copyright claiming literally every meme video. And I don't put it past them. Speaking of terrifying dystopian use of AI, chess robot breaks a 7-year-old's finger, Torny officials blames the kid. It's not really a terrifying dystopian use of AI, that's just all I had. Last week, a child was playing chess against a robot, when, in the words of one official, something, of course bad, happened. According to Russian, of course it happened in Russia, according to Russian media reports and a video of the incident, the robot pinched the 7-year-old's finger and fractured it. Not great. That sentence makes this an opinion piece, and I don't see this label under opinion. I'm gonna have to report Kotaku for false advertising. The attack, malfunction, or whatever you want to call it, happened at the Moscow Open last week. A boy named Christopher, one of the top 30 best chess players in the under-9 division, was playing a crane-shaped mechanical arm and quickly trading moves when the accident occurred. According to the president of the Moscow Chess Federation, the boy interrupted the robot's turn. It had just taken a piece when the boy then rushed to move again before the robot had finished. There are certain safety rules, and the child apparently violated them. When he made his move, he did not realize he had to wait. This is, of course, bad. Apparently, the kid was able to finish the tournament, but his finger had to be put in a plaster cast. Russian officials maintain the robot is still absolutely safe, but The Guardian reports that the child's parents may be pursuing legal actions. If this happened in America, it would literally shut down robot chess for the entire country forevermore. Like, it would literally never happen again, because kids are stupid. Wind blows away a block of beach in Brick Township. In Brick Township, 8th Avenue Beach is now off limits because it's no longer there, and it all happened without a storm. Basically, it just happened because the wind was really strong. Like, there wasn't a storm, there was no nor'easter, the beach is just gone. So a meteorologist tweeted on Twitter, "First, you have the wind coming in and the wind creates current. And look how strong the current is. It's impacting the shore. And if you look at it, it goes from south to north, and it just carries the sand out into the ocean, into the sandbars." Yeah, look at these pictures. It used to go up there, and it's just eroded. It's gone. So, following the Mother's Day weekend storm, Ortley Beach lost a big chunk of sand. Toms River Township spent more than $200,000 on new sand in time for summer. And again, this is without a hurricane. This is the folly of man, thinking we can beat nature. What kind of weak and weird news reporter would I be if I didn't mention that one of the biggest lotteries of all time happened in the last couple weeks? If you weren't part of this phenomenon, then you might not understand, but for like 3 weeks in a row, people were freaking out about how big the lottery was, and nobody was winning. It was like, oh, it's almost at $500 million. Oh, it's well over $500 million. Oh, it's at $1.337 billion. And nobody was winning. And then finally, Mega Millions billion winning ticket sold in Illinois. One ticket won the jackpot, meaning they didn't have to split it and they got all the money. Second largest Mega Millions prize ever, and the third largest for a United States lottery. So once you take out taxes, you get a total of $780 million. Of course, I'm going to tell you the winning numbers. They were 13, 36, 45, 57, 67, and then you had to add the Mega Ball onto that, so you had to also have 14. So nobody had won the jackpot from April 15th until late July, which is why it grew to $1 billion. Would have been nice. Just saying. If I had won the lottery, I wouldn't have to talk about George Jetson's birthday, which is the next thing that the internet freaked out about. On Thursday, a hawk-eyed fan what hawk-eyed? Eagle-eyed, that's the expression. You're dumb. A hawk-eyed fan pointed out that someone is about to give birth to the show's main character, and they used the Jetsons wiki page to determine that George Jetson's birthday is July 31st, 2022. Although no mention of a specific year was ever made in the show The Jetsons, promotional material and articles from the time explain that it was set exactly 100 years in the future. In one episode, which aired in 1962, the Jetsons' doctor tells George that he should live to be 150, to which he replies, "I've got 110 good years ahead of me," which makes him 40 years old, which means he was born in 2022. I can do the math. And if he's 40 while The Jetsons is taking place, that means that we are 40 years away from thick robot maids, flying cars. I don't think we're anywhere near flying cars, seeing as we can't even make chess robots that don't break your finger. Although, with that said, it kinda is the future, because you can apply to be a chief candy officer. NPR reports you can get paid to eat candy as a Canadian company's chief candy officer. Do you love all things candy and chocolate? Are you passionate about confectionery treats and exploring unreleased and existing products? If so, this is the perfect position for you. The Ontario-based company says the position pays 100,000 Canadian dollars, or about 78,000 real dollars. And you can either do it in Canada or in their New Jersey offices. See you guys later. I'm going right now. Bye. Or you can work from home. So I guess any of you could do it, and I guess the dream's dead. The chief candy officer will serve as head taste tester and try over 3,500 products each month. I thought it was going to say year. Month? The article points out that that's 113 pieces of candy a day. And obviously they'll have to do things like go to boring board meetings. Applicants can be as young as 5 years old and must reside in North America. So this is kind of like a stunt. This isn't just like a funny haha, like, oh, we have to hire a marketing guy. So let's give it a fun name. Oh my lordy. No, if you're genuinely interested in this, you should actually apply, because someone has to get it. $78,000. Wow. So far, nearly 6,500 people have applied to the job. You have until August 31st to apply. No previous experience is necessary. Guys, I'm doing it. With that said, I'm probably not going to get the job because I don't eat any gelatin-based candy because I'm a vegetarian. And I also don't eat sugar because I'm on keto. Put all your insults in now. But I'm still doing it. $78,000. The job posting specifies the position comes with an extensive dental plan. This is a meme and a half, guys. Speaking of sugary, sweet drinks, I talked about this on my channel before, but Coke Starlight is amazing. I love it so much. It tastes like Lucky Charms marshmallows, and as somebody who has previously stated I'm a vegetarian and don't eat gelatin, who hasn't had Lucky Charms marshmallows in like 15 years, beautiful. Also 0 sugar. Anyway, so Coke Starlight, which you've probably heard of, is part of the new Coke Creator Initiative. It's probably not what it's called, but I don't care to look it up. Basically, they're releasing limited time flavors. And the new limited time flavor, as described by Parade Magazine, tastes like your wildest dreams. The flavor is called Dream World. Nothing lasts forever, but this is gonna take me down. I get it because it's called Dream World. And those are lyrics to the Taylor Swift song Wildest Dreams. It's a pun. I get it. Just gonna tilt my camera up a little bit, and then ooh, what's that? Oh, I don't know. Coca-Cola fans can rest easy knowing the brand's newest flavor is days away from hitting our taste buds. When this video goes up, it'll already be out. Monday the 15th is when this comes out. Dreamworld is described as the opposite of Starlight. Ooh, it's probably gonna suck then. Instead of focusing on out-of-this-world escapism, it turns to the infinite possibilities of the human brain, infusing Coke with the essence of your dreams. Obviously, this video is not sponsored by Coke, but I just love where this is going. I love these stupid new flavors. The limited edition flavor is said to bottle up the technicolor tastes and surrealism of the subconscious with an invitation to savor the magic of everyday moments and dream with open eyes, adding playfully vibrant flavor notes that evoke the boundless creativity of the human imagination to the unmistakable taste of Coca-Cola. Keep in mind, again, the description of Starlight was that it was supposed to taste like starlight, and they brought the earthy flavor of camping. And by camping, they meant like marshmallows, because you associate marshmallows with camping. That's why Coke Starlight tasted like marshmallows. So I'm very curious to figure out what this tastes like. I just think it's fun. Alright, and our last story of the day is going to go over the ongoing antics of Ezra Miller, who I've covered like 30 times in this series. They were going throughout Hawaii and just being a general nuisance, and also maybe groomed a young child, and is also a communist. Alright, so this article, written August 5th. And it's gonna get weird. Ezra Miller reportedly driving across the US armed and wearing a bulletproof vest. The report by Business Insider is only the latest in a series of escalating accounts of the actor's alarming behavior, which includes a pair of arrests, accusations of threats, long-term manipulation of a team, and endangering children, and concerns that Miller effectively turned an Iceland Airbnb into a cult-like commune. I don't know how I missed that part of the story. In January, Miller uploaded a cryptic video warning the Bellevue chapter of the North Carolina Ku Klux Klan to kill themselves. I don't know if I can say that on YouTube. Ezra wants the KKK to unalive themselves. To oof themselves. Alright, so as of August 5th, they were driving across the country with a bulletproof vest. Now this article comes from August 8th, 3 days later. The Flash star Ezra Miller charged with felony burglary in Vermont. So they were able to reach Vermont and commit more crimes. According to the police report, Vermont State Police were notified of a burglary complaint from a resident in Stanford at 5:55 p.m. on May 1st. Police found that several bottles of alcohol were taken from the residence while the homeowners were not present. After collecting statements and looking at surveillance videos, police found probable cause to charge Ezra Miller with felony burglary into an unoccupied dwelling. That's amazing. They located Miller on August 7th and issued them a citation to appear in court on September 26th. According to a Rolling Stone investigation in June, Miller has been housing a 25-year-old mother and her 3 children, who are between the ages of 1 and 5, at the actor's home ranch in Stamford, Vermont. The property doubles as an unlicensed cannabis farm and has several firearms on the premises. One source who spoke to Rolling Stone alleged that the 1-year-old child was found with a loose bullet in their mouth. Wow. So if you're wondering about, like, the Child Protective Services, like, what's going on with his family, well, this next article, written August 11th, so we're going another 3 days into the future. Vermont Police reportedly looking for family who'd been living with Ezra Miller. The Vermont State Police tried to serve the mother an emergency care order over the weekend. Spokesperson said, investigations of this nature in Vermont are overseen by the Vermont Department for Children and Family and are typically confidential. And that's totally fair. We already got the news about the baby sucking on the bullet. I don't think we need to know the details of exactly where they're going or what's going to happen. I just hope that they're, safe. According to Rolling Stone, the order states that remaining in the home is contrary to the child's welfare and that the children's safety cannot be reasonably assured. The woman reportedly met Miller in Hawaii before moving to their farm in April. She told the outlet that Miller helped her flee an abusive ex, and that Miller provided a safe environment and a healing haven for us. And of course, this happened in the same town that Ezra stole the alcohol in. The rest of the article then summarizes everything that has happened so far. So, they were first arrested and charged with disorderly conduct after allegedly making a scene at a bar in South Hilo on the east side of the Big Island of Hawaii in March after they became agitated while patrons at the bar began singing karaoke. Miller allegedly grabbed a mic from one woman who was singing Shallow from the 2018 film A Star is Born, and then lunged at a man playing darts. Miller was booked and released the same day after posting $500 bail. Shortly after Miller's release from that incident, they broke into a hotel room and stole one of the people in there's passports, wallet, and other belongings. That couple filed a restraining order against the actor, which they later dropped. Ezra was arrested again in Hawaii on an assault charge in April for allegedly striking a 26-year-old female on the forehead with a chair. The actor was the subject of at least 10 minor police complaints in that state since March 7th, including filming people at a gas station and arguing with people. At least 2 separate protective orders have also been filed and granted against the actor this year. A mother and her 12-year-old child were granted a temporary harassment prevention order in Greenfield, Massachusetts. They alleged menacing behavior toward the child. The mother alleged that when the child was 11, so about a year ago, the actor threatened the mother while brandishing a gun and referred to the child as an elevated being. Also in June, a protective order was issued against Miller by the parents of teen activist Dakota Iron Eyes, who alleged that Miller acted inappropriately with Dakota when she was 12 and Miller was 23. Although, to be fair, the teen told Business Insider that the allegations against Miller were false. And on top of all of that, August 15th, most recent article, Ezra Miller has been shooting scenes for The Flash between arrests. That's just the icing on this cake. This is the greatest story of the year. It has to be. Ezra Miller has been making headlines for a series of arrests, but it seems they still found time to play The Flash between controversies. Warner Bros. Discovery CEO David Zaslav told the publication that Miller participated in regularly scheduled shooting for The Flash over the past few months, allegedly without incident. So from March until now, they've been doing reshoots for the Flash movie, and they're probably trying to write Ezra Miller out of the ongoing franchise if they're even going to continue this universe to begin with. So they've been showing up to set and doing their scenes while all of this is going on. This is nonsense. They call it a bizarre cherry on top of a truly chaotic chapter because the police haven't been able to find Ezra Miller, but they've been showing up to the soundstage for Warner Brothers. Miller's been deliberately trying to evade service of an emergency care order as well. Again, I mean, to be fair, Vermont's not anywhere close to Hollywood, but you're literally on camera filming a movie and the police can't find you. This is great. I'm gonna cry. Thank you for providing more entertainment in this story, Ezra, than your entire acting career. And with that, thank you for watching Week in Weird. You can follow me on Twitter at GiBi_Devin. If you like videos like this, please leave a comment saying you like it. Leave a like. That kind of thing will make me continue this series and make the decision going forward whether it's going to last into next year. I like doing a lot of experiments on my channel. This Week in Weird thing has been my longest so far. But who knows, if there's not ongoing stories like this to keep us interested, then who knows what'll happen to the legacy of Week in Weird without Ezra Miller, the cannabis commie.